It's rivet day. We're going to put the rivets in the Bugatti. It's a big deal because I feel like it's going to make the car look the industrial look that it has when the rivets go in. All the holes look kind of cool, but the holes are not finished. When the rivets go in, I feel like it's going to put that Art Deco thing on it with all the different textures on it, rivets and the mesh and the different stuff that it has, the shape of it. But what's going on is, as you look at this rivet, come take a look at it, will you please, Colton? As the rivet goes through, it's too long for that, for me. So what's going to happen is we're going to have to cut all our rivets off and then see how long I have to cut them off. And then we'll do it, and then we'll make a tool to put the rivets in. First off, what I think I'm going to do is try to make a jig to cut these off. And what I'm going to do is, this is my plan, I'm going to take this piece of metal right here, and I'm going to drill a hole through it. And then I'm going to figure out how much, if I got to, weld a piece of metal on it, make it a little bit longer, and I'll stick that through. Then I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to chisel that off. So let's make a hole in this piece of metal. I'm going to get my drill and go for it. Going good, going good, going good. Yeah, I'm just going to wipe that off for a second. Just wanted to make a hole as big as the rivet. Let's do this. Now, do you know where the rivets are, Colton? I'll give you time to think about it. As I put that in there, I'm going to do this because I need more rivets. I feel like that's not going to be long enough. I feel like I should have a little bit more length. If you come take a look, this is probably twice what that is, twice as thick, but it's only going to leave me that much. I'm not going to put my thumb there, like it's. I don't feel like there would be enough on the back side to squish up nice. I feel like it should be a little bit longer. Do you know where the rivets are yet? Okay, so what's going to happen is, I'm going to do this one. I'm just going to do it, but I got to do it. I'm going to put this on. I'm going to do this. Got my finger against the end like that. I'm going to put it on top of that. I'm going to shear that off. Yeah. If I go over here, I'm not sure if that'll go through there or not. Now, see how much I got going on over there now? Not bad. I don't like, what I don't like, maybe when I get Colton help me, I don't like that did that, like it's got a little veer off there. That might, it got sharp where I cut it off. That is just lead. So it would cut off fairly decent. Might be able to get something easier to cut off than that. But what has to happen, this side here, I have to squish this side to look like that side. So now I'm going to take this tool. Got my air hammer for that. So now I'm going to cut the end off of this, and I'm going to drill a hole in the end of that to fit this. We're going to go for that. Fit this end here. I know it sounds funny, but that end there, I need this bit to fit that. So let's do that. I'm going to zip cut that off. We got 400 rivets to put in this car, and every rivet has the potential of messing up the paint around the rivet. Did you hear that? So every time we go here and we hit that thing with an air hammer or hit it with the dolly on the backside, it has a chance of messing up the finish that we have. And the reason for that is because we're ready to paint. But I did not want to sand it all down with all the rivets in. It would go around each rivet, each one individually, not going there. So that's why we did what we did. Now, I need, like I said before, I need that shape on top of that. I'm going to put that in the vise, would probably be the easiest thing. We have the drill press there. Colton cleaned up and he said, I want to take that drill press and throw it out. We don't use it. I know we don't use it, but let's go into the vise. I'm just going to go in there, try to plop it in there, and then we'll get the drill bit and we'll try to drill the end of this bad boy out and see what happens. Open that up a little bit. Everything's trial and error, so if something doesn't work out, you know what has to happen. Trial and error, trial and error. Everything's trial and error. What I do, anything anyways, trial and error. Gonna get this drill bit going. Gonna take, gonna take this right in with me if I can. Hopefully it'll work. Oh, get off there. It's on our fender skirt. Here we go. Now, what I'm trying for is a hole right down the center. Let's do this. Let's get a center punch. Don't use it much, but it seems like the right time to do it, doesn't it? Seems like the right time. And then we'll try that rivet in a piece of plate before we even try it on the car. So I'm just go here, center that bad boy, or I think I'm center. Looks pretty decent. Can't see if I even touched it. See, I don't even know if I can drill this stuff. It probably, this is tempered, no doubt in my mind, like big time. I don't know. I don't even feel like I touched it. Back. All right. Could take some time. You see what I got going on here, though. You want to get up close. See that? What I'm trying to do? Just trying to dig a hole in the center of it, so I can. Gonna go get the rivet. Just playing right now. Where did I hook that rivet? Had it in a piece of metal, didn't I not? Not close yet, but see what I'm gonna be doing. I'm just gonna keep going, try to get that down in there. You wanna see it again? And that's tempered, obviously. That's why it's going so hard, but we'll just keep digging at it, and then we'll have something to do it. Colton can even pause this if he wants to, but we can play it. Nope, he's not pausing it, he's playing it. Oh, it's good already, doesn't it? To me, it's looking good, you know, getting that dug out nice smooth. Looks good. good. Not bad, eh? Getting in there a little further. Not bad. Rounding's bad. Just keep going. And for those people that are having a rough time, keep busy. Keep busy. Go do something. Keep busy. That's the worst time you can stop doing something, is the idle hands. And that's when it becomes the devil's broth, is when you're sitting still and you're thinking. Keep busy. That's why I come up to shop. Just keep busy. And that way there, I'm not bothering anybody. I'm not hurting anybody. I'm not thinking anything bad. All I'm trying to do is go forward and trying to make my life as best as it can. And when you're down, get busy. Get busy. Let's see what's happening here. I'm thinking that we're looking good. Look at that. Huh, Colton? Yeah, buddy. Huh? I'm not sure. I think that's right where I want to be. That was pretty good, pretty decent. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try it. Right? Actually, I'm going to do a little bit more, because it's almost. I would say it's almost there. Almost there. All right. Just going to take a look at it. Just want to see if all the way around the edge looks good. That looks fantastic. Come take a look. Looks really good to me. Not bad. Looks good. I guess you can't see there. All right. Let's do it. So, got that piece in there. Got our, I'm thinking our driver ready. Right there, there's our bad boy. Now, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take a piece of 1/8 plate. That drill bit that I had in the drill was too long, so I'm going to take that drill. The drill's right there. That drill was here. Let's pull this all back out. Colton trying to make smooth movements. Are you, Colton?
Trying to keep you in the film.
That yeah, okay, right on. Just try not. You'll see. Swinging it around sometimes is the hardest part, you know, when you get swinging it. And to follow me, sometimes you have to swing it, I guess. This is a little smaller one. See if this one will fit. What I'm going to do is drill it through. I want to drill it through a piece of metal that's the same as this. So I'm thinking that's 1/8 plate is what I'm thinking that is. 1/8 plate. Here's a piece. Nope. I'm going to go up in the bucket and get a piece, I guess. Nope, there's a piece right here. All right. You can see that right. You see that right there? Look, I already tried one with a hammer. See how crooked it is? See how crooked that is on this side? See how I got it all messed up? See how I got beat on the top? Don't want that. No, I don't want it all crooked like that either. See how crooked it is? Looks like a ram's horn. Let's drill a hole through it, and then I'll try it again. I had rivets in this car before, and they're not the rivets that are going back in, obviously. Now, this is going on the air gun. I'm going to put some oil in that. Things work better with oil in it. I guess basically the oil disperses the water, so if you get any water in your air compressor, which I think I probably have, because I've never cleaned it out much, but let's put some air oil in this. A couple drops will do. Haven't used that tool for quite a long time. Put it on here and see if it even works. It's kind of a big gun too, so I might even get a smaller one. All right, works. Let's pull this out. And it's only going to take like seconds for that to work. Seconds. It should be done. I'm hoping. Let's get a dolly. Seconds. And then me and Colton are going to work. Going to work. All right. Let's put that through there. If I can get it through there. All right, there we go. This is what happens. Let's put that on the air. Yeah. That dolly goes there. I'm going to hold that between my legs. Between my legs. Ooh. Just like that. Just like that. Whoa, that ever smushed that? Smushed that big time, eh? Ugh, gotta go easy on that. And, see what that did to that head of that? See what that did to the head of that, do you think? See how it moved it sideways? Do you know what I mean? It's just like a one tap pony for that. And also, to me, well, I'm gonna have to get a couple more and try them, you know what I'm saying? But that's how it's gonna have to be done. I'm gonna have to be on this side and just give it a boom, boom, and then you're gonna be on the other side with the, just like that. See, and that really smushed that on that, didn't it? Like, we don't want to smush like that. Not even close. Right, I want that. Let's just hold up for a second. I'll go get it. I'll give you an idea of what I want it to look like. Hard to know what I want it to look like unless I show you. The center piece here for the window is here somewhere. I'm not sure if it's out there or where it is, but I've showed it probably, no doubt, a couple of times, but that's not what I want on the end of that. So I think we got the thing figured out. I think I'm going to die grind out a little bit more on that bit. I'm going to die grind that out a little more because it looked like it made that come to a point, didn't it? Sort of. Doesn't it? Instead of a nice and round, sort of. So I'm going to try to dig the outside edges out a little bit, make it a little bit better. We're going to cut them off a lot longer, and then we'll go from there. Maybe what can happen is me and Colton maybe can find the rib. Yeah, see this one? Look, see how round that is? That's round. See how that one made that look like a, you know what I mean? Made it look funny, didn't it? Just like that in seconds, and smush that other side, some soft. Basically, we'll get all the rivets cut. We'll make sure we put a hole in this. We'll make sure we like how the rivet looks, and then we'll film us doing it. I think I need to make something to cut the rivets so we can cut them and get along with what we're doing a lot faster. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start adding something to this piece of angle iron, just kind of thinking about things. I should make something to cut the rivet. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a piece of square stock. I might even go out in the junk pile and get a piece of square stock. I'm not sure. Look at that now, would you? It's got a bolt hole right in it. Let's see what happens. Got one of those, what are they called? Riv nuts. Hard to believe that you remembered that and I didn't, Colton. Bye. Riv nuts. Let's do this. See what happens here. Not sure if that hole's big enough or not. What I'm thinking is if I put something on here, that's not big enough for that. If I put something on here, bolt it there, and then I could use this as a handle. I could stick a rivet in here, and then I could make a blade on there with my welder, you know, make a nice sharp blade on that, and then I could, what do you think? Cut the rivets off. What do you think, bud? Okay, let's do it. That's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna drill a little bigger hole for that bolt, so we'll get another drill bit. Another drill bit. Where to find the drill bits? Things have been moved, that's for sure. Let's do this bad boy. Look at that, a brand new one. Woo! Never had one of those for a long time, man. Step drill bit. Whoa, I used to use them up like candy. Candy? Candy. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna drill that. Like that. Beautiful. Just cut that bolt off, probably would make it work. I got a little distance. Absolutely perfect. It's kind of wobbly there a little bit, but that's fine. I'm gonna drill a hole right there. Let's do this. That's awesome. I think I'll leave actually the whole handle. I'm not gonna cut that square stock off at all, but I am gonna make a hole where I'm gonna cut the rivet off. And I'm gonna make a blade on that bad boy. Let's drill a hole here for the rivet, and I'll make a blade on it from there to there. So I'll take this off. Let's drill a hole in that bad boy for the rivet. I wonder if the step drill bit will do it. Hope. See what happens. See if we can make this drill bit last a little bit. Would be a good thing. In there. Don't make too big of a hole. Not coming through yet. I like that step drill bit because it sheared off the edge of the metal real nice. I got a nice finish there. Now when you drill the drill bit through it, it doesn't have that little 45 there. It makes it fit good nice. So, we're back in that dilemma again, Colton. Where are the rivets? Pause. I got this bin here. I found a rivet. Not sure where the rivets are. Anyways, not sure where they are, but I found this one, and I've got that sticking through there. When I come down on that, I feel like that would be the right length there. This is not quite thick enough, as far as my opinion. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to weld another little piece on the back side of there, weld maybe around the hole to get it out a little bit further to make my rivet longer. And then I'll make the blade on the square stock. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to take this off. Let's take this off. Alrighty, I want to add a piece of metal to that. Let's add a piece right there. Look at that, would you? Huh? How better can you get in that? Right in front of my face. Good. You like that? Right in front of my face. Let's do this. I'm gonna weld that right on the back side of that. Let's get the welder going. Do that. It's funny, you know. It's time to put the rivets in the car, and I cannot find the rivets. And I'm hoping it's because I just can't find them. That's what I'm hoping, but I'm not sure. See what happens. All right, let's do this. Get a welder helmet on. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to prepare vice grips. I'm going to tack or hold it to the side there. I'll have to re-drill it, but it's just going to step it out a little bit further for me to make my rivet longer, that's all. How do I want to do it? I'll go that way or that way. I think I want to go just like that. And all that's doing is making my rivet a little bit thicker. Just put that on there. When I go to drill that, I'm going to put a hole through that first. And the reason for that is because when I go to put that on there, that drill bit's not going to reach through. So I'm going to drill this first, put my foot on it, and match the holes up again. And it doesn't want to drill it, but it is what it is. I guess it's worked its last hole, I guess. Wow. That's how quick something goes south. See what happens. See if I got lucky. Oh yeah, I got lucky. She's biting now. Biting good. Biting real good. Come on. You lose it. Lost it. There it is right there. Alright, I'm going to put that in a pair of vice grips. Get the edge taken off it. Take the edge off all the way around. We'll try to do this. Remember that step angle bit has that little 45 and they don't want to smooth it off just at the edge here a little bit, I think. Just like a little bit like that. Now we'll take our rivet and put it right in the hole and when I tack it on. And the reason I said I did that is because that step bit wouldn't go through this and hit this and I couldn't line the hole up in the back, so I just kind of did what I had to do. I'll do this, put that through there. I'm going to weld that sucker on there. And I'm hoping that's going to give me the distance that I want. I'm just going to do this. Turn it back on. Am I going to get burnt? I could. Gas is on, I thought. Okay. Now, I feel... Get that out of there for a second. Get this smoothed up a little bit. Knock this off. If you think Colton's doing a fantastic job on the camera, give him a like. Now, my rivet's still here. Warm. It's okay. I want to see this still go through, obviously. Rivet goes through nice. That's the distance. I think that gives me a little longer distance. That's good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a blade on this. And the blade wants to be from right, the blade wants to be right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little weld on that, and the weld will be stronger than that. It'll shape it and we'll make a little blade on it. That's what I'm thinking. See what happens. Then we just have to find our rivets. I'm hoping nothing's happened to them. Hoping, but you never know. Oh, need a ground. Looking at my mark to see where I need my blade. Right here. Ouch. Hurt me. Just going to put a few tacks along here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get the air. I'm going to weld that like that. Then I'm going to get the air and I'm going to hit it just as quick as possible. I'm going to make that weld hard. Make that weld hard, and then I can turn it into a blade. It's going to be hard anyways, but turn it into a blade. A couple more welds along here. Do that. Not sure. Yeah. As I'm doing this for the rivets, I'm not even sure if I can get the same rivets if I miss them. Yeah. So bend it right off a little bit, make it into a blade. See, I took a little bit of welder, just build a little edge up on that. It's nice and sharp. If you rub your finger on it, it'll probably cut you. Yeah. We've got our 1/4 inch bolt. We've got our rib nut. We've got a piece of angle iron. We've got a hole and a rivet. We're going to start cutting rivets for a living. I'm just going to make it crooked if I leave it like that. I'll have to move that in, leave that out some so it straightens off a little bit. I don't mind that. Let's do this. Put that in there. That's just hot. That's cool. Cool off, he said. Cool off. You can speak out loud for the sound just because you got the camera doesn't mean you can't speak. Huh? I have to. Yeah. Alright. So that's basically. So now. That's basically the rivet that I think I want. So I can shove that in there. You see how quick that is? Rubbed it up against it. Knocked it off. Cut it off nice. At a fair distance. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill another hole. in the sheet of in that piece of metal again. There it is again. Like we've got what, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep going until I got it right. Now that I've got the tool to cut them off, I might drill the hole a little bigger so the rivet slide in there. So now we have the head looking like that one there, kind of rounded it off a little bit. The bit that we made. There's they look like I hit the hammer. I'm going to drill a hole in this and we're going to do it again. Going for it again. Keep your fingers crossed. Keep your fingers crossed. See that? I'm going for it. I'm going to take it, sharpen that again. Right here. Now here's our rivet. Last rivet. Do not know where the rivets are. Now we get quite a bit showing now. Is it too much that's showing? Is it not too much showing? We're soon going to find out. I'm going to go get the bit. I took the bit and scooped a little bit more out of it. Just a little bit. Oh, I just took it in there and used the die grinder a little bit longer. This bad boy, put it in the air hammer. We get the handle of the air. Let's put that rivet. There we go. I just want to hit it easy, you know what I'm saying? I just want to hit it easy. Easy! I'm just going to put it on top of that, maybe, you know? Let's see. I'm going to take that to where? Let's do this. Right, let's do this. That's too long. I'm just going to use use that as a dolly, because that one's not going to stay still for me. Do you want to hold it and hold the camera at the same time? Can you do that? Like that? So you hold at the same time. Put your jaw in just a little bit outside. Do this. And then we're going to see what we get. Hold, can you hold it? We might have too much. It's working its way down. Oh yeah, like I understand that. That's good. That's actually not bad. That's pretty decent actually. It didn't mess up the outside too much either, did it? A little tiny bit. That's a little too much. So what's going to happen is what happens is I just takes them off the face of that. Just takes them off the face of that and cut her. That's not a bad. That's not too bad on that side. I'd like to see it probably go a little bit flatter, a little bit smaller. The head of our thing, the head of our die, the head of this thing I made is not perfect. Neither am I. Alrighty, so that's basically what I'm going to do is just going to keep this mechanism, keep this shear here. This is the shear, one at a time on that. Just clunk, tunk, cutting them off, but I'll get the distance a little better by shaving the face of this off. Shave the face of that off a little bit, because I think that was just a little long. We'll have to get it right position. And if I pick that up, you imagine standing along how sharp that is? Here, put your hand on that. Put your hand on that. Like, if you were standing, how sharp that would be. That would cut you. And you'd be in a mess up through here trying to stand this stuff up and through here. It's just a mess. And you may try to stand around them, each one of them, to make it work. So that's where we're at. So, what's that?
I thought you were trying to cut me.
No, not on purpose. So I'm going to take this off. I'm going to grind the face of that off. Make it nicer. We're going to start with that. And then we'll shear it off. We'll shear them off that length, and then we'll go for. I'm thinking that's a little bit much on that one. I'm not sure if we got it laid out the way we should have got it laid out. But I also feel like I could probably dig a little bit more on the outside edge of this bad boy to make it a little bit better. But we've got it dug out nice. You can see how it's hollowed out in the center, and that's basically how I'm going to do it. One at a time. Colton's going to hold the dolly on this side. Probably going to tape it or something so it don't hit the car. If it's a car, what's going to happen? It's going to scratch the primer. But we'll hold, and we'll get it going so we do good. And then hopefully there's not a whole bunch of mistakes that we have to do. And you have to remember also where we're putting pressure on that. I'm not interested in affecting any of the bodywork that goes on the car. But we are in a dilemma right at the present moment, and the dilemma is, where are the rivets to the Bugatti? That's the question. Where are the rivets to the Bugatti? If you've seen them in the video, please let me know if you've seen them, where the rivets are. All right, I want to thank everybody for paying attention to what we're doing. I really appreciate that. Just like you should. Have a great day. Come back tomorrow. We'll be here. Like, comment, share, subscribe, be our friends, and watch our channel. Have a great day.